Hello, 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 and welcome to Tiny Bookshop. I'm Evie Greenbottle, and I'm so excited about this brand new demo that has just released. It was mentioned in Wholesome Direct that the demo would be coming out, and now here it is, and I am so excited because it is so wholesome, and I just can't wait for this game to be fully released. It is so cute, so cozy, so lovely. Let's jump into a new game, and you can see what I'm talking about. Now, in this game, we are leaving the big city in search for a quieter life with our little traveling bookshop. And today is the day. I've packed up my things and I'm leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. And we are off to a little seaside town where we're going to be setting up our tiny bookshop. Absolutely so cute and cozy. All right, we're in Waterfront Square on Monday, the 1st of summer, and we can open up our tiny bookshop for our very first day. And we just open the doors and windows, and then our cute little townsfolk come by, and they're gonna come into our bookshop and browse our little wares. And you can see in the window, we've got some books stocked on the shelves there. Here's Tildy. My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. What? How? I just got here. Oh, don't worry, I have my sources. Anyways, welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm Tildy. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have very particular taste in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection to see if I can find something worthwhile. So inside our bookshop, we've got crime, drama, fact, fantasy, classic, kids, and travel books. And luckily, Tildy has found a crime book that she actually is interested in. So when they find a book that they were looking for, they will keep looking for more. We've got another little jogger coming in, except she couldn't find a classic book that she was interested in. So even though we had some classic books, we couldn't have the one that she wanted. So whether people actually take a book home depends on our sale chance. And we can check our sale chance by hovering over here. So scales the number of stocked books. So currently classics are 32%. So if we run out of books, our sale chance is going to go down and down. So the less we have of that, the less chance we're going to have of selling the book, because we need to actually have one that they're actually interested in. So our next customer was looking for a fact book, didn't find anything they liked, so they are leaving empty-handed, unfortunately. But perhaps this guy in the stripes, maybe he'll find something that he's interested in. All right, a few more customers coming in. He is searching for a travel book and he's found something he's interested in. Tamir Gassi's style is interesting. He's going to keep searching. Oh, but we've also got Fern here now. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tildy. Did she mention her mysterious sources to you too? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstonebury Review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often find used books in the classifieds. Right, so for the record, what made you come to Bookstonebury? Need an escape, searching for where I belong, or wanted an adventure? How about we're searching for where I belong? That sounds nice. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town? Very windy, bit intimidating, or friendly, I think? Friendly, I think. Don't worry, it really is. People might be a bit meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. And I'll have a look at your selection. Now, if you don't mind, see you around. People are finding some books. Ooh, look, 3 books even. Travel and classics. Oh, but didn't find a second classic there. Ooh, and they have found a whole load of books. 5 books so far. Ooh, but then didn't find another fantasy book they were interested in. And we only have 1 fantasy book left, so it's only an 18% chance of somebody buying one of those. All right, and the sun is setting on another day, so we can close up and we'll drive off. All right, in this game, we get Bookstonebury Review, which is filled with articles, events, and items for sale, thanks to Fern. So the Bookstonebury Review reports the goings-on around town, and this week, something new has happened, of course, because a newcomer has turned a new page and pressed his local with mobile bookshop. Have you ever dreamt of finding your true home and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny bookshop operator has done, choosing our very own Bookstonebury as their latest destination. When asked about their first impression, the fresh-faced bookseller finds Bookstonebury to be very friendly. Find out more about this new and exciting shop by visiting the waterfront tomorrow. Now, we can also see the weather here. So we've got sunny today and sunny tomorrow. and events going on in the week. So there's all sorts of things. On Saturday, a bi-weekly flea market, which is quite cool. Now we've got some money in our pocket, which is good because here in the classifieds ads, we can find some books that we might be running low on. We only have 2 crime books left, so we might want to look at the Mysterious Attic Find, old childhood favorites to see, and luckily for today, it's free, so we'll grab those books. And good, we got some more crime books, a little bit of everything actually. And in the classified section, you could also find other bits and bobs, so not just books from the attics, but a little cactus. And we can use that to decorate our tiny bookshop. So we can go here and we can customize our tiny bookshop. We could put the cactus out front, or we could put the cactus inside, but the cactus gives us a boost to travel books, so plus 2% more books on travel could be sold. And we can move the item. We could also place the item inside, so we could put the cactus inside here, and we can also paint the bookshop, and we can make it any color we like. So we can change the flooring color, we can change our bookshelf color. Oh, and the game has also given us a sign for books and a folding table and a guest book. The guest book will have more customers coming, so that's quite good. So let's put the guest book maybe outside on the table, and the little bookshop sign right there. That looks really cute. Go back in here. Can we paint the pot? Yes, we can make the pot a little yellow pot. That's really cute. And we can paint the little table. It's all looking very, very cute. All right, so for the next day, we can go to the waterfront square. It's going to cost us 2 coins. And later on, other locations are going to be opened up to us. So we're going to be able to travel with our little bookshop around the town. All right, when we choose our destination, the next thing we have to do is stock our bookshelf. We only have the one shelf in our shop, so we need to make sure that we've got a good selection of different kinds of books. And we also want to make sure we don't have any empty spaces on our shelves because people are going to want their books. So we can choose where the books go on the shelves. We can remove books off the shelf. We can add books onto the shelf. So we've got all of our travel books on the shelf. All of our classics are also on the shelf. We still have some other books left over in storage, but we've got a good mix of books, at least 5 of everything with extra fact books and extra travel books. So let's continue on. All right, so down to the waterfront square on the 2nd of summer. Now we can also look around the town and sometimes find interesting things to interact with. So we found a boy sitting outside, and it's a plus 2% to our travel sale chance. You can also click on the seagull, is very sweet. And if you come over here, you can pet the dog, which is very nice. I always love when there's animals in games and you can pet them. That's so sweet. All right, but it's time to get our shop opened up. So let's get everything out. Doors open, windows open, and waiting for our first customer as the sun is coming up. All right, here comes a jogger. Are they going to find something that they're interested in? All right, a few more customers coming in. Oh, and the jogger has found a fact book. Excellent. And a travel book. Hopefully we can make lots of money today. And Tildy's come back. There you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you get quite a few visitors. I mean, that's a good call. That sounds great. Near a cafe, books, those 2 things go perfectly hand in hand. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberty as soon as you can. So, a new challenge has been unlocked. Oh, and while you're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of our local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his most recent catch now. So, introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. You might want to write this down. Having an organized diary will come in handy for our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? So now we've got a journal to keep track of all of our quests and goals. Down here, we can also keep track of which genres have sold the most of. Useful for adjusting our selection. So fantasy, fact, and travel books have sold really well down by the waterfront. So we want to make sure that we've got lots of those stocked when we're down here. And we also have a stamp page for our moments in this area. So we'll collect these stamps as you're making contributions around town, and we can progress towards them, and it'll give us hints on how to get more. So ahoy matey, introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. He's usually talking to a seagull friend at the waterfront. And of course there's ones for the Cafe Liberté, and later on there'll be even more that we can unlock there. But we can come over here, and here he is, hanging out with his seagull friend. We can say hello. Ahoy there, kiddo, how's it going? And we've collected our very first stamp. Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I've got some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it's to your liking. And he's going to sell us some more decorations, which is quite lovely. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classics novels. I guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. So we've got a new challenge to sell 20 books to sailors. I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. Right, back inside, we've got 4 people in this teeny tiny little bookshop. But Fern is back. Oh hey, what are you doing here? Our weather correspondent at the paper said that today will be the hottest day of the year, so I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. Sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. So he's unlocked a new destination for us to go. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Our tiny bookshop is very full. People finding lots and lots of books though, which is great. We are making lots of money today, selling out, and we've sold already to 7 fishermen. All right, and the sun is setting on another day, so we have to close up shop. All right, so in the classifieds, if we don't buy things, there's a chance that they will be discounted the next day, but there's also a chance that they will be gone forever because other people might buy them from the classifieds. The seasonal section, though, stays a bit longer, so you will be able to take our time on buying any sort of seasonal items until the season's over. So when we're out of summer and into fall, these seasonal items will change and be gone. Now, it might be a good idea to stock up on some books so we can buy an unlabeled box, which has quite a few good books in there. Excellent. And maybe the Mediterranean travel box, as it is on sale after all. 12 travel books and 16 fact books would be really handy for being down at the beach because we sell a lot of fact travel books down there. All right, we've got a new decoration so we can hang that outside because of course we can only do that once per day. And now we have a choice. We can go down to the beach. It's going to cost us 11 monies to be down at the beach for the day because of parking fees and all of that. Or we could go to the Cafe Liberty for 9, or we could stay at the Waterfront Square. It's only 2 there, so quite cheap. Let's see if we can go down to the cafe. Now, I don't know which books are going to be more likely to sell down there, so we just have to make sure we have a good range of everything. All right, in shop, we now have a good selection, at least 5 of everything with a few extra fact books and travel books again. Let's head down to the cafe. Oh, look how cute it is. Oh, and this is the perfect spot for our bookshop, I think. Right, let's open up our doors and windows, and we collected the stamp for meeting Tildy at the cafe, so we should be able to speak with her. Is that her coming here? Now, bonjour, she's on her way in. There you are. It seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but she told me to give you her best. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces on the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you at the market on Saturday. I'll owe you, and I'll make sure there'll be loads and loads of customers in it for you. So pick up all 5 of Tildy's items at the cafe, and we need to move it. So check by Tildy's old bookshop and pick up all of our moving boxes outside. So it's over here. So we just need to grab those. There we go. Move it. The stamp has been collected. So we've loaded some mysterious boxes into our wagon. Now we're supposed to deliver them to Tildy. But we've got Tildy's stuff. Tildy asked you to kindly deliver these mysterious boxes to the flea market. Wonder what to decide. Well equipped. We are encumbered. I wonder how that affects us. Bring Tildy's old stuff with you to the flea market on Saturday. She might finally be satisfied after that. Okay. Hopefully we've helped her out then. All right. Sometimes people will need our help looking for books. So click on the bubble to help them out. And they're going to give us a little bit of information about what kind of book they're looking for. Now, Tildy's just looking for something she hasn't read yet. So we're going to have to figure out what book she hasn't read. Now, sometimes they'll give us lots of dislikes and likes. And sometimes they won't tell us very much at all. So we have to look on here for a book that she hasn't read. Now, she likes classics and crime books. So we could take a look through the classics and crime and hope to find something that she hasn't read. Although I'm not sure how we're supposed to know if she hasn't read it. Perhaps like a new book. I mean, this one was published in 2018, The Outsider by Stephen King. It's the talk of the town, but this outsider may hold a chilling secret. So maybe she hasn't read that because it's new. I mean, let's see. Maybe she hasn't read it because it is quite new. No, what the? This is disgusting. Oh, she did not like it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tildy. I thought she liked crime books. Right, but lots of people here. Quite a busy little area. Oh yeah, look at this stuff all outside our shop. That's looking quite messy. Oh dear. But somebody else needs our help. Quick, I finally have time to read. I will rage if none of the characters kiss. Give me some theatrics, some emotion, some melodrama. And also, I'd love to read something classic. So a classic book about love. Let's see, we've got The Color Purple. That's about women overcoming adversity, finding strength in the unique shades of purple. I don't know if you find a lot of love in that one. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, also not a love book. The Importance of Being Earnest, a hilarious and clever tale filled with mistaken identities, unconventional romances, and an impressive mastery of the art of deception. That sounds like theatrics and a bit of romance. I think that could be the perfect book. So let's recommend The Importance of Being Earnest. Great! You may have just found someone's favorite book. Sweet, I'm already invested in the melodrama. Excellent. So they'll buy this one and they're also going to keep shopping. So we'll have to see. Glad you liked it. Ooh, somebody found The Outsider. Tons of books here. It looks like lots of kids' books and crime books are being sold here. I mean, this person has found quite a few books, but we only have one crime book left. We're down to just 2 kids' books left, 1 classic remaining. The books are going quick, but someone else needs a helping hand, so retirement is the best. I'm looking for pretty illustrations and I'm looking for a piece of real literature. Also, I want a book that takes me a while to get through, so we need to find a long book. Now, a classic is real literature, but this is only 274 pages. I don't know if that's going to be what they're looking for. And looking through the books that we have, I don't know if they're going to find anything that's real literature, takes them a while to get through, and has pretty illustrations. Game of Thrones is in here by George R.R. Martin. However, I mean, it's hugely long, 802 pages, but I don't think there's any illustrations in that book, so I don't think that's going to be the one. Now, Neil Gaiman's Coraline, I think there might be illustrations in that book, but it's only 176 pages, so also probably not what they're looking for. I mean, Gulliver's Travels is a classic, definitely could be considered real literature. It's 274 pages, which is not super, super long. I don't know if there's pictures in that book or not, but I might just try it. I'm really not sure which book would be best for this person. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a fact book, because that's not, we wouldn't really consider a fact book to be literature. Not in the same way that you'd think, Gulliver's Travels is. Let's see, Gulliver's Travels. Is that the right book? Oh, it has pictures. Excellent. Glad you liked it. I was just hoping for the best there. I mean, look at how many books this person is buying. We are not going to have any left. Actually, in fact, that was our last classic book that they've bought. It looks like the sun is setting, so we're going to have to restock that shelf next day. So let's close the doors and windows, pack up all of our friends' things to bring. Oh, but that is the end of the demo. Oh my goodness. I am so excited for the full version of this game. I cannot wait for it to launch. I will be ticking down the days on my calendar because it is so very, very cute and cozy and just wonderful. And I hope you like it as well. Now, the one thing I did want to show you before we left was there's a lot of customization options, of course, for inside your bookstore, but even just the changing the colors of the book. So you can come over into the settings and change the colors of the crime books. If you don't like the color red, you could change it to a nice blue crime book, or gray's a bit boring. So how about we go for dark purple? How lovely is that? So you can change kind of the colors to kind of make it as cozy as you could possibly want. And I love that. It's so wonderful. Oh, anyways, I'm so excited about this Tiny Bookshop game. I hope you are too. If you've enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.